Some cops go around believing they are the law, but what happens when these cops come up against educated citizens who actually know the law? Here are 3 cases where cops got owned by educated citizens.
We're walking back to recording us and our unit.
Oh, so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer, sorry, what's your name and badge number?
David Laird.
This is a citizen who goes by the name of It's Just a Camera on his YouTube channel, or Mr. iJack. Now, Mr. iJack is a law-abiding resident of the city of Harlingen who on October 14th, 2020 was confronted by Officer David Laird of the South Padre Island Police Department. Mr. iJack was only shooting a B-roll video when Officer David thought it necessary to go and stop this activity. Little did the officer know that Mr. iJack knew exactly what his rights were.
You can go back to work. That's what I pay you to do, isn't it?
What's that?
Go back to work.
I'm sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on
Yes.
public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Mr. iJack was on property that was open to the public with no signs up to tell him otherwise, which makes it completely legal for him to record his video there. Officer David Laird comes in hot and falsely accuses Mr. iJack of trespassing seconds before he decides Mr. iJack needs to be put in handcuffs.
I'm sorry. No, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on
Yes.
public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
You can't.
Yo, take this. Find out who you are. Okay. So what is it you're doing back here?
Hey, guys.
Your phone is perfectly fine.
Hey,
and
guys,
it's on still. See
go
that?
ahead and call,
Step
Stop
over
by,
here.
please.
We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
how can a police department be private
Do
property?
you have an ID with you?
How can a police department
Do you have an ID with you, sir?
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a,
That's a violation of my First Amendment.
what's your full name and date of birth?
Supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to a supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit. Can you
So listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the
Do
primary
you understand?
charge? What's the
Do
primary
you
charge?
understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained
I'm
right
not
now.
gonna answer anything. If I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you. I like my lawyers, please.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained, I'm free.
What is your name and date of birth then?
Like my insurance.
Shut him down. Make sure he's having a weapon. He's back here walking by the units recording. Yeah. So he's just detained right now. I'll cut him loose. I don't mind, but huh?
Yeah, he's one of those. Really?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
This where Officer David's supervisor advises him that the citizen is one of those auditors. And Officer David quickly realizes what's going on and the mess he's in. He quickly returns to Mr. iJack with a completely different attitude.
You guys gonna let me go now?
Yeah, we'll let you go. Let's
Appreciate
take him and walk him over
Can
there.
you
then.
please make sure my phone is still on? If you turn off my phone, I'll be filing a lawsuit against you for violating my First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
Cuffs off.
Can I please get my phone first? I want my phone to record this.
What do you need?
That is my
That's
official
the
record.
walking
Cannot
on.
interfere with my First Amendment right. Please bring my phone back.
I don't know who that was.
Take my handcuffs off. Ma'am? Please record them taking my handcuffs off. You gonna calm the down next time?
Oh, I'm very calm.
You run up and grab me, threw handcuffs on me. For First Amendment.
I don't know what you're back here for.
You just got yourself in a world.
Go ahead.
You don't need to know what I'm back here for.
Yeah.
What did I do, sir? What was your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I had committed a crime, was about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime?
You're standing
What was
around
it?
walking back to recording us and our
Oh,
unit.
so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer, sorry, what's your name and badge number?
David Laird.
Officer David clearly lacked reasonable suspicion to detain Mr. iJack, much less put him in handcuffs. And at this point, he starts to realize that he's got nothing to say in defense of his actions.
Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer, sorry, what's your name and badge number? Sorry?
David Laird.
Good, I'm gonna get to know it very well. You'll be listed in the lawsuit. Who else? Please give your name and badge number. Don't run away, you guys. They're escaping, you guys. They're already starting to cover up. I need everyone's badge. No, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I need your name and badge number, sir. I need your name and badge number. I need your name and badge number. I need the sergeant out here. I need the lieutenant out here, or I need the chief of police out here. You guys are not just gonna walk away from this. I'm sorry. That officer f***ed up big time. Where is he? Where's he or she? Sir, you look like a sergeant. Can you please come over here and talk to me? They're running away, guys, like a bunch of scared rats because they know they just stepped in it big time. Now they're just completely ignoring me. You guys are going to pay a lot for this. The city of South Padre Island is going to have to pay for this. Who's coming out to talk to me? Who's coming out to talk to me? They're all trying to ignore me, you guys. They're all trying to ignore me. They know they just stepped in it big time. Who's coming out to talk to me, sir? Who's coming out to talk to me? I don't know, man. I just got here. Okay, well, you just got here. Now you're in it too. Name and badge number. You should have stopped that officer. I warned him. I warned him that he was. Yeah. That's your badge number? Okay, guys, there it is. South Padre Island Police. They've all scattered like a bunch of scared rats because they know that they stepped in it big time. I was grabbed. I was roughed up. Okay? And I had handcuffs thrown on me. And now they've all scattered. I'm gonna go live.
Although the officers chose to ignore Mr. Ijack after he owns them and lets them know that they're dealing with an educated citizen whom they had illegally detained. These officers aren't off the hook yet and will have to answer to court as Mr. Ijack goes on to file a case against them. But if you think Officer David Laird got brutally owned by Mr. Ijack, wait till you find out how these cops get owned in the next video.
Yeah.
But I haven't done nothing illegal since this whole stop.
Well,
so I don't care if he feels a certain way and he's stepping it up. I haven't done nothing illegal. I don't answer questions. That's my right. I didn't roll my window down. It's my right.
This is Rolando Bass, who on the 11th of December 2019 got pulled over by Frederick County cops that completely lost it when Rolando refused to roll down his windows. But as the cops got furious and tried their antics, Rolando stood for his rights and dealt with them head on.
windows down for me, please.
No, I'd rather not put my window down.
Windows down now.
Yo.
All your windows down now.
I refuse to put my window down.
Roll your windows down now.
No.
It's a lot more difficult, baby. Roll your windows down.
They both sitting there with guns over here. And they expect me to roll my window down. I feel like pulling off, not rolling my window down.
Window down.
I'm not.
Open the door.
No.
Open the door.
No. What you grabbing my for? Why you grabbing my doors like that?
What are you doing? Open the door.
No.
Roll down that window so he can talk to you.
My window is down so he can talk to me. It's not my fault he's scared to approach. You got guns. You got your hands on guns. You expect me to just... Nah, that's fucking crazy. Nah, man. Y'all sitting here looking like y'all ready to shoot me. You mad because I won't roll the window down some more? Come up here. You just walked up here. Why is he scared to walk up here? That's bullshit, man. Get out of here. Now you don't got no problem walking up here.
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing, bro? I was about to roll my window down and I sit there. You put your window down with your gun on your head.
How many times I asked you before I even went for my gun?
Oh, well.
What is the problem with
Is it a lawful order?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The officers are unreasonably aggressive as they begin the traffic stop. And it makes sense, not just for Rolando, but for anyone in his place to keep their windows up if the officers come in aggressive with guns on their hands.
What lawful order is it?
I'm giving you an order to roll your windows down.
And how is that lawful?
We cannot see in here.
That was an unreasonable explanation by the officers, as the car is clearly not tinted to make it difficult to see what or who is inside.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
You're trying to protect making a stop that would have been a
I'm
warning.
trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect myself, bro.
How are you doing that by not rolling your windows down?
I ain't even see y'all behind me.
Registration.
Here you go. You want to answer that question
Driver's
you
license
asked, or you want to cut yourself off and me off while I'm answering your question?
Registration.
Oh, all right. There you go. It's been ready for you the whole time.
Playing games for no reason.
I'm not playing any games.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
It's a simple command. Roll your windows down just so I can make sure that I don't have any threats coming up to the vehicle.
All right, well.
Come on.
I ain't like your approach.
That
I ain't like your approach.
How are you protecting yourself by not doing a simple order?
Bruh, I feel like I should have pulled off.
That's a bad idea.
Hey, I don't give a if that keep me alive, bro. You putting your hands
How's
on your
that doing?
Bro, I had 2 men with guns at the back of my car telling me to roll my window down.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense for me to just do it.
Because
I should have pulled
inside of the car.
That's not my problem. It's not illegal for me to have my window up. You're a cop, you should know that.
Rolando was well within his rights when he chose not to roll his windows down. The purpose of rolling the windows down or slightly cracking them is to be able to easily communicate with the officer and to provide any documentation that may be needed. It is not a legal requirement to do so, but only makes the stop and communication easier in some cases.
Hey, what's up, partner?
What's up?
What you up to, man?
What's going on?
You going to work or what?
I'm just doing my thing.
Huh? I can't hear you too well.
How you doing? Hey, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Barrera 0505.
How you doing, man? My name Rolando.
Yeah. When's the last time you smoked marijuana, man? It's pretty strong coming out of your car, bud.
Man, I believe that's.
You still got any left in the vehicle?
I don't smoke weed.
I can smell it though.
Oh.
When's the last time you
Maybe
smoked
you smell
marijuana?
those. You don't smell no weed in this car.
Is that what you're smoking now?
Yeah.
The old hemp?
Yeah.
It's the odor, dude. Is there anything else left in the car?
There's nothing illegal in this car.
Okay. You live in Frederick?
I don't answer any questions.
That's fine. You think tight, all right?
Thank you.
It's highly unlikely that the officer is able to sniff out the odor of marijuana, given the strong smell of cigarettes that Rolando was smoking in front of him in the vehicle. It's pretty clear that the officers are just trying to give Rolando a tough time and he won't budge.
When I give you commands, I need you to follow them. Turn the vehicle off.
You asked me to step out of the car?
Not yet. I'm telling you to turn the vehicle off. Put that out for him. Is your door open?
No, it's not.
You need to do that for me right now.
Are you pulling me out the car?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. You should have said that in the first place. You talking to me like I'm 3 years old or something.
At this point, the officers take Rolando away from his vehicle and return to search it for any illegal substances. Rolando doesn't escalate the situation and calmly agrees to step out and let the officers search the car.
First off, I don't believe you smoked any marijuana in that car. So my car's being, I'm a grown man with grown man going through my shit. I don't like the way that man's talking to me, and that's my problem.
Every action has a reaction, man. You're being tense. You're being a little deceptive.
I'm being tense.
There's odor of marijuana in your vehicle, okay? So because of your behavior, that's why he's stepping it up a little bit.
Okay, you're stepping it up. Check
You're
this
making
out.
him feel uncomfortable.
What am I doing illegal? I'm making him feel uncomfortable.
You're not doing.
I got 3 men with guns in my face, and I'm making you feel uncomfortable. Nah, well, when you weren't there with the way they approached my car, so that's what set the tone for me.
This is my first interaction with you.
That's cool, but it's your first interaction after a reaction with your man, so it is what it is. I'm pissed off. It is what it is. I understand you being real respectful. My bad. You being real respectful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't done nothing illegal since his whole stop. So I don't care if he feels a certain way and he's stepping it up. I haven't done nothing illegal. I don't answer questions. That's my right. I didn't roll my window down. It's my right. And
Marijuana is not illegal.
Rolando gives the supervisor an earful and lets him know that he's acted well within his rights at every point of this stop. He lets him know exactly how ridiculous it is the way that these officers are conducting themselves in the stop.
You said so if I didn't answer the question, so you're searching the car. That's bullshit. Yeah. You guys gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna make you do your job. It's just that simple. I'm not answering any questions, and that's fine. I appreciate you being very professional while you're dealing with me. But other than that, the way he acting, I'm set off. So if he stepped it up, I'm gonna step it up. Okay. It's just that simple. I refuse to have a dude with a gun and a bulletproof vest on talk about he fearing for his safety. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear that dumb shit. I ain't with that. Ridiculous. He feels for my. Oh man.
You good, man. You can lean up on it if you want. You got some heat up there.
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. It's a nice day. It was about 54 degrees. All right for that. Disrespectful. It's disrespectful, but I don't listen to what you tell me to do. That's not disrespectful. I just didn't want to listen. It's disrespectful for you to push and yell at somebody, though. That's what you did. That's what you did. That's what you did. I'm not going to listen to any order that's unlawful. Simple as that. You took the oath to uphold the Constitution. You should respect that. But you find it disrespectful, as you said. That's terrible. It's all good. It's not your fault. You weren't well educated.
As expected, the officers fail to find anything illegal in the vehicle, and Rolando returns to his vehicle and leaves. A sure win for Ronaldo, who stood his ground and dealt with the officers all the while knowing his rights. But if you think the Frederick County cops got taught a lesson, wait till you see Sergeant Shoemaker and Sergeant LeGros with their ridiculous stance against an educated citizen.
You're stalking us.
No, you don't.
I think that
you
you're
already
going to
know
find
I'm
out
not.
where we live.
You already know that I'm not. That is so
I think
ridiculous,
you're going to find out where
man.
we live, and I think you're going to try to do something.
You hear what you're saying?
This is a citizen who goes by the name of Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas on his YouTube channel. He was stopped by Sergeant Shoemaker and Sergeant LeGros for filming, which they believed could be to stalk and kidnap. Thankfully, the citizen knew his rights well and was aware of just how ridiculous the excuse to stop him was.
Come on over here.
For what? Am I being detained?
Yes, you're being detained.
For what? What crime have I committed?
Put that down.
What crime have I committed?
No, I haven't arrested you. I've detained you
For
for
what?
reasonable suspicion.
Suspicion of what?
I don't know what you're doing videotaping us. We had somebody, hold on, let me explain why I'm stopping you. Do you want me to explain why I'm stopping you?
I definitely
Okay.
do.
We had somebody follow some cops out of a secure parking facility just like this one, okay, and then try to kidnap them. He had rope and duct tape in his vehicle. So that's why I'm stopping you.
I'm on a scooter with a big
I
gulp in
don't
my
know
hand.
what you're doing.
You
I
do.
don't know what
You're
you're
watching
doing.
me. You're watching me. You're a cop.
You're
There's no reason to
videotaping a
detain me
secure
right now.
facility.
This is an
It's
illegal
controlled.
detainment.
No,
as far
it's not.
as I'm
It's reasonable suspicion.
For what? For me
I
with
just
a
told
camera?
you.
It doesn't matter what somebody else
I
did.
don't
I'm
know
not
what you
that
got
person.
going on. I don't know who you are.
I know there's dirty cops too, so are you a dirty cop?
We're gonna find out who you are. We're gonna find out who you are. We're gonna identify you.
What's your name and badge
It's
number?
Sergeant Shoemaker, 8455.
And what's your
Okay.
name and badge number?
I am Sergeant M. LeGros, your number 13677.
And there's no reason for me to give identification at this
Absolutely, you're being detained. If you
Yeah,
don't, then it's obstruction.
point. It's not obstruction. I
It
already
is.
know the law. I know the law.
Okay,
Unless you
great.
have a legal...
Do you know what a reasonable suspicion stop is?
You're not arresting me for no reason. There's
Do you
no
know what a
reason.
reasonable suspicion stop
Do
is?
you have no suspicion of a crime? What crime have you
Stalking.
There's no stalking. I'm on a public sidewalk walking around. I'm not stalking. I can't. You're a public official.
Absolutely.
You're a public official.
You
I'm
can
allowed to
stalk
film
us.
you in your
You can't
in your
stalk us,
capacity.
no.
I'm allowed to film you in
You
your
can't
capacity at the
film
station.
our private vehicles as we leave our secured facility.
I'm filming you
That's
guys
stalking.
come out with your vehicles. I'm allowed to do that.
Why?
Because I'm allowed to for my story. I'm doing a story.
Can you tell me what your story is?
I can't because why would I disclose it? Then I won't get it for the media.
For those who don't know, in Nevada, when a person is detained, they are required to identify themselves to the officers when asked. So the sergeant is actually right here. However, in this case, the detainment is not legal because there isn't a reasonable suspicion for the citizen to be detained, as he is only practicing his constitutionally protected right to film in public. Since the detainment is not legal, the citizen is rightfully not obligated to provide any kind of identification.
You're stalking us.
No, you
I
don't.
think that
you
you're
already
going to
know
find
I'm
out
not.
where
you
we
already
live.
Know, you already know that I'm not. That is so
I think
ridiculous,
you're going to find out where
man.
we live, and I think you're going to try to do something.
You hear what
to
you're
us.
saying? That's ridiculous. No, I think that you're
How would
trying
I
to
know
find out.
until I did-
I think you're trying to find out where I live so you can do something against me and conspire and retaliate against
Not at
me
all.
for filming.
No.
Definitely, that's what you're doing right now. You're trying to intimidate me into giving up something that's not legal, that I don't
When
legally
you are
have to
being
give you.
detained, you do
Not
have
for
to,
this
you do
is
have to tell us
media
your name.
filming is not an illegal activity.
The sergeants are clever to make their case and try convince the citizen that he's being detained on suspicion of stalking, but thankfully the citizen knows the law. Even though the sergeant sets up a fear for safety by telling the story of cops who were in an attempted kidnapping and waits 2 days to confront the citizen so it can be seen as a pattern, he forgets one important detail. That filming in public cannot be made into an illegal activity, so the citizen is not doing anything suspicious that can
What
What I
That's
want to
against
do is
my
avoid
rights.
taking you to jail for not
You can't take me to
identifying
jail
yourself.
when I'm doing a media
It'd be
activity.
obstructing.
It's not. I'm not obstructing. That's a secondary charge.
Once again, the citizen knows his rights, and that failure to identify can only be regarded as obstructing if it is a secondary charge, meaning a primary charge must first be addressed, which it hasn't in this case. So the citizen is correct and within his rights.
If after your homework and you're satisfied, after you look it up for your own 2 eyes, that if you're being detained, and again, and if you read the stalking law too, it's a course of conduct. So if for whatever reason we end up detaining you a couple days from now because you're out here doing the same thing, you'll be armed with the knowledge to know that all you have to do, you don't have to give a driver's license, All you have to do is give your first and last name, and that's it.
Now, if I came out here, let's say, which I don't think I will, but if I came out here tomorrow, the next day or whatever, and I'm filming, you guys have already talked to me, you already see me.
No, we haven't identified you.
So then would you try to identify again at that point?
Yes. It could be done and over with if you just give us.
No,
your
but
first and last
I don't
name.
want to right now.
That way we'll throw it up in briefing. Hey, this guy is doing a news report. This is his first and last name. He's out here videotaping just for his channel, and then that way all of us know. But now the report that I have to put in the station is, we got a guy out there. He won't identify himself. He's videotaping POVs leaving the station. He may be a candidate for a stalking suspect, so just be aware. Make sure that you're clear on it.
Yep.
You may get stopped again, but hopefully you will then know, okay, I know what they're doing. They're stopping me for reasonable suspicion. All I have to do is give my first and last name, give them a reason, hey, I'm doing my news story. But the news story is my exclusive, and I'm not telling you about my news story. Here's my first and last name, okay?
Despite the ridiculous excuse the sergeant concocted to confront the citizen, he is unable to do anything or even identify the citizen who was well versed with the law. After going round in circles with their lame excuse, the sergeants finally learned their lesson and let the citizen go. This just goes to prove how important it is to know the law and call out cops who are spouting some ridiculous stories just to trap you.